Before working with Laurie-Ann, I was completely overwhelmed. I knew I wanted to start speaking, but every time I sat down, it was the pitching and the idea generation and where to speak and who to talk to and what to say. And it was too much. So one day I realized I really just needed to get clarity and start with what I wanted to speak about and who I wanted to speak to. And I knew that that would really narrow down the process of pitching and putting myself out there. I hired Laurie-Ann for a consult and wow. I have 3 overarching angles now that I can pitch to different groups depending on their needs and my goals. So it saved me a whole bunch of time and mental anguish, and I don't worry about coming up with hundreds of different ideas for hundreds of different organizations. It's just the 3 main ideas, super clear, super simple, and the best part is I felt like a total rock star who absolutely should be on stages. So if you're thinking about hiring Laurie-Ann, whether for a consult or some ongoing coaching and mentoring, what are you even waiting for? Why are you still listening to this? Just go book a call. Just do it. You'll thank me.
Hello, all my Be in Demand listeners. This is episode 300. So thank you for being with me. I've got a whole lot of new listeners, and thank you very much for your lovely emails and just being here every week and joining me along with this journey. So 300 episodes. So welcome to Be in Demand. If you are a coach, a consultant, or a service provider, you are in the right place. This podcast is all about how to leverage public speaking events so that you get positioned as the expert, monetize your message, and attract perfect clients. And today I want to talk about what it really means to be in demand. This is not something that I don't think I've ever done an episode on this. And this is exactly why this podcast is titled Be in Demand. Although I have talked about it from time to time. And if you've ever been at a conference, seen me speak, I talk about being in demand, being that person that people call out by name or refer by name when they are looking for, like, let's just take like a web designer. Hey, like when you hear somebody that says, I need a web designer, and you've got somebody in your circle of friends that says, you need to call, and they list off a name, not, oh, I know this web designer and this web designer and this web designer. You want to be the only one that people think of. That's what being in demand is. So there's this massive difference between being available and being in demand. Available means that you are somebody who might be scrolling Google looking for a few experts so that you can interview them. Whereas in demand is like, no, here's the name, here's their Instagram, like book the call. Let's just take public speaking. There's a ton of great public speaking coaches that are out there, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because when somebody is ready to get on bigger stages, if they're a coach, a consultant, a service provider, I want them thinking of me. And that's what I hear from people, like, you're the person, you're the best. I've seen you. I was recently just on a coffee chat with somebody, and I'm the one who booked the call with them. They're in this group of women. It's not really a mastermind, but it's called the Mixer Mind. And anyways, I booked a call with somebody, and when I got on this coffee chat, she was like, "Oh my God, I've been following you for a long time." She was so surprised that I booked a call on her calendar. And if you've heard me say this before, connection is one of my highest values. So I love having coffee chats with people and really getting to know them so that I can then connect them with other fantastic, great, in demand people. But let's talk about making you in demand. Some people will think that being in demand means that you are a category of one. If you've read that book, Blue Ocean, Red Ocean, that would mean that you are in the blue ocean. But I don't think that necessarily is true. It's just that your audience sees you as the person. They're the ones that are out there talking about you. When they hear somebody say, oh my God, I just got booked for a speaking event. I need to put a speech together. You need to call Laurie-Ann. Like, that's what I want people to say. And I want them to say that about you. I need a health coach. My I'm going through menopause, and these are all these weird feelings and emotions that are going on, and my body is changing. Hey, you need to speak to, and I'm going to like fill in that word. Here's the person that you should go follow. Here's the person that you should go learn from. Whenever I hear somebody talk about, oh my God, my website just doesn't work, I send them to a friend of mine. It's like he is the one who has built my website. He keeps it running. Whenever I have a tech question, there is something that I want to do, it's like, you got to call Jeremy DeMerchant. He was also a client of mine. So there's this reciprocation because we've worked together. And so he'll tell his other clients, if you're looking to get into speaking, you need to go follow Laurie-Ann. Like, go follow her, go book a call, get on her wait list. That's being in demand. But how do we position you as that person that's in demand? Well, one of those ideas would be to start speaking. Imagine that, me talking about speaking here on this podcast. The thing about speaking is it prevents you from blending in. Your message gets spoken to many at one time. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop playing safe. You can't be in demand if you sound like a generic version of everybody else that's in your industry. As a matter of fact, I don't follow anybody else that's in my industry. And when I came into the online world, I didn't know any speaking coaches that specifically helped coaches, consultants, service providers, people that are building their business online. Sure, there's lots of professional speaking coaches that are out there, but I'm helping the coaches, consultants, service providers like get out there and share their message because they don't need to be speaking 2 or 3 times a week like a professional speaker does. They just need to speak like maybe once a month and watch the clients just come in. That's how powerful speaking can be. It just needs to be part of your marketing strategy. And so kind of going back to when I'm talking about Jeremy and Jeremy's talking about me, or other people are talking about me, I want them to be talking about you when you're not in the room, when you're not around. I want people to be tagging you on Facebook posts because somebody is saying, I need to find a fill in the blank. And you've got people who are on the lookout and they see a post and they know, like, this would be perfect for my friend. And they just tag you. This is the person that you want to speak to. Here's the perfect person for this situation. It's like you have a marketing team, a team of people that are out there talking about you, looking out for opportunities for you because they know how wonderful you are, because they know the specific situations that you are perfect for. So who's doing this? It's not just your colleagues, but it's also your clients, past clients, current clients. Somebody says, here's a situation that I've got. Who should I work with? Boom, your name is the first one. So they're not saying, oh, I know this public speaking coach. I know this web designer that I'll introduce you to. It's just, here's the person. Like, you're being called out by your name. I mean, that's the most important part. That's what being in demand is. And I want you to be in demand. I don't want you to struggle to build your business. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to wonder where your next client is coming from. I want you to be that person that is in demand. I want you to be that person that when a conference organizer, a meeting planner, a coach who has this beautiful high-end mastermind, when they reach out to you and say, I need you, like I saw you, I heard about you. Those are all signs that you are in demand. And here's the other thing that I really love about in demand, about being in demand, is that clients come to you. It's not the other way around. Like, they will get on sales calls and literally explain to you why you need to take them on as a client, not you trying to sell them into one of your programs. It is such a beautiful thing because people have already built up that know, like, and trust, either because they saw you speak or a friend of theirs saw you speak. And there's that transferable trust my BFF just told me about you and that you're the person. I have got to get on a call with you. Here's what I found out about you. And this also goes for speaking events too. People will be reaching out to you because you spoke to an audience already, and those people got on your email list and they're getting your weekly emails and your newsletters. And then suddenly they're on a committee and they're looking for a speaker. They're going to be reaching out to you. And there's no, hey, we're interviewing like 5 or 6 speakers. It's, hey, we're reaching out to you. We would like to hire you for this particular event. Are you available? Or in the case of like a coach who has a mastermind, it might be like, hey, I want you to come in because I have an audience that would really benefit from learning about speaking. I mean, wouldn't it be fun to open your emails or your DMs and have people send you messages that says, how can I work with you? What different ways do you work with people? What's it like to work with you? Wouldn't it be fun to have a wait list? Yeah, to have a wait list of people that are willing to wait till you have an opening so that they can work with you. And it doesn't matter what you do, a coach, a consultant, a web designer, a health coach. How are you going to do this? Well, you got to be positioned as an expert. You have got to be seen as an authority in your industry. You've got to be sharing your thought leadership, your stories, your case studies. Become visible. Build your own stage. Let people know that you're a speaker. Put speaker in your bio. There's so many different ways that you can approach becoming that in-demand expert, becoming that speaker, because, speaking's the fastest way to grow your business. Speaking's also the fastest way for you to become in demand. And the other fun thing about being in demand is you can increase your prices. There'll be no more discounting your prices because you're afraid people are going to say, no, you are not Walmart. You are Bloomingdale's. You are Neiman Marcus. I want you to be in demand. So now you understand why at the end of each of these episodes, I say, be in demand. This is what I mean. This is what I want for you. So if you are tired of chasing clients, tweaking your website, and maybe discounting your prices, it's time to build a brand that people think of you first. And maybe you're already feeling it. You know that it's time to step up and own your space on the stage and be that person that's in demand. You don't need to listen to another one of my podcast episodes to convince you. You are ready to build a brand so that when people think of your expertise, they think of you. If that's you, I want you to book a call. Let's get started. Book a speaker success call, and that link is down below in the show notes. And if you are intrigued, but you've got a few questions, you're thinking, I kind of really need to figure this out. Is this the right thing for me? Can I actually be positioned as an expert in my industry? I get it. I get it because I was there once upon a time too. And that's exactly what we will figure out on the call. I have several ways that I work with clients, and we will find the best fit for your situation. No pressure, no hard sales, just a little dose of clarity. And again, you can book a speaker success call, and that link will be down below in the show notes. Either way, stop sitting on the fence. Your audience is waiting for you, and your name should be the one that they remember. So till next time, be in demand. Hey, before you go, quick question. Do you have a signature speech? You know, that one go-to talk that not only wows your audience, but also grows your business every time you deliver it? If you don't, or if yours could use a little polishing up, my program, In Demand Signature Speech, is designed to help you create a talk that's clear, impactful, and 100% you. No cookie cutter scripts here, just a proven framework that works every time. And guess what? The waitlist is open. Joining gets you early access, exclusive bonuses, and the first chance to snag your spot when the doors do open. So if 2025 is the year that you finally step into the spotlight and grow your visibility through speaking, head on over to speakandstandout.com/SS for signature speech and get on the waitlist now. Your audience is waiting. Let's make your message unforgettable.